Hello lovelies, I am going to throw some makeup on real quick on my eyes. So I wanted to give you guys some ideas for tonight so that when you do your makeup, when you're going out for some last parties that are coming up, you're going to love this. So just make sure that you've got your long black lashes out and they're ready. And if you don't, then grab your the strip lashes. That's just fine too. You know how I feel about that. Gonna have to do some of those for you guys. For those of you who are not sure how to do them, we'll do those soon. But here we go. So I opened one that was not opened yet, and I want to open one that is open, so I had to open up the second one. Okay, so I'm gonna grab my long lashes and the glue, and I'm putting it right on the tray. And you have to put the lid back on right afterwards, otherwise it'll dry out. Okay. So now I'm going to grab my handy dandy tweezers, and I've got residue from lipstick, so forgive me. I'm not completely cleaned before getting started with this because I had to run out the door this morning, and so what I did was literally just made sure that I had some sunglasses and some red lipstick on to celebrate the holiday time. Gotta have our red lipstick, and I have some that is just gorgeous. If you haven't tried it yet, it is perfect for Christmas and New Year's. Sometimes they like to stick to the tweezer, especially when you're trying to rush like I am right now, trying to get ready for a touch-up for an evening thing. Friends and family and the holidays, gotta have parties. I hope you guys are having good holidays so far. So much celebrating of Christmas and Hanukkah, and so many wonderful things to focus on with our friends and family whom we love to be with. It's funny how this gets so bright sometimes. Okay. Again, I'm just dipping that little bitty tip right in there, so I know it won't focus on it, but just put it right up there so you can see the shape of it. So I put it right up against the lash line, and that's quick and easy. All right, so there's that, and I'm going to put them right back in here so that they can stay safe. We don't want them to get all messed up, so I always put them back in there. I really do. I actually have my friend Lisa Fisher. She left one of her bags at my place one day, and I turned it into my lash bag. So I've always got my lash kit with me no matter where I am. Whether it's my lashes or my client's lashes, I've always got everybody's lashes ready and rolling. Okay, now I'm going to throw on some quick foundation. And when you put on just enough in the mornings, ooh, that's getting bright. When you put on just enough in the mornings, you can just layer a little bit more on later in the day. And part of the fun of layering is having the right primer on, and I've got Instant Skin Smoother, and this stuff makes all those little pores fill in. See, it's going to fill in for all the issues that you might have. I put where my issues are first, let it fill that in, and then if I still need some more, then I put some more on. And I already have some moisturizer on. Now to cover all that mess up, so it can be all pretty and stuff. Okay, so what I'm going to do, because this is going to turn into evening makeup sooner than later, is I'm actually going to go ahead and add a foundation that is, woof, why does it go so bright? Because my cheek is making it bright. Anyway, so I'm going to grab my thing that's almost empty. I'm going to have to place an order right after Christmas. I just don't have time to place an order right now. So I'm putting it on the palm of my hand. And I'm going to pat it on, starting in the middle and going towards the out. And then what I do is I also will use a couple of different foundations when I do it. And sometimes I use a foundation that's a little darker on the outside. You can either contour with your foundation, or you can contour with the contouring palette that I've got. Either one, it stays on beautifully. And this foundation actually is a matte foundation. So the older you get, the less powder you need, but the advantage of using one that's a matte foundation is you really don't have to add any extra powder on, because it's giving you that dewy look without adding any extra product to your face. Okay, wait, I need to put just a tiny bit more on my forehead. Yeah, I really do need to get some more. Usually I'll stick a stem down in there, and that way it helps to... Okay, this is the brighter color, and I focused it in the middle of my face, and this is the contouring part. So I've used, this color is called cream beige, okay, and that's what I've used all through here, all right? And this is my matte foundation, oil-free, okay? And the oil-free, usually people who are older shouldn't use oil-free, but if you use the right oil-free, that, like this one's a moisturizing one, and it's hypoallergenic, so as a result it stays on nicely with less powder, and that way my makeup will last longer and I don't feel like I've got a ton of goo on, and that way when I put more makeup on later... Did I pick up the right one? I can't really tell. Nope, I didn't. Okay, so see this major mistake, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to blend this out because I'm in a hurry, so I'm going to go ahead and blend this out. And I'm going to add the right foundation on over that. Okay, so it's going to be fine. Everybody makes mistakes. And I've got, my lighting in here is fine right here, but it's not over here where my makeup is. So that doesn't do anybody any good. So I'm going to get that product off the palm of my hand. And I'm just going to do my contouring with my, instead of with my foundation, because I can't find it in this lighting. I should have picked it out before. Hey, Carla. Hi, love. Okay, so I'm going to use my contouring kit, and I'm going to start with this right here, and I'm going to contour through here. See, it looks a lot sharper because of this foundation I picked is very light. I don't usually like to go this light, especially when I'm going to have pictures made with friends. We're all going to be grabbing our phones and taking pictures of ourselves with each other, so I want to make sure I add the right amount of depth to it. Hey, love. Miss seeing you. Merry Christmas, Carla. I love ya. Let's see, and then I'm going to do some up there to make my forehead not look so long. And I'm going to do a little bit on my nose because I have such a bright color on. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to grab my little handy dandy towel, and I'm going to wipe off some of the excess darker color. And I'm actually just going to, miss ya. I hope you're feeling well. I saw that you'd posted something about not feeling good. I hope everything's going better for you. Love you. Okay, so I'm going to come back through with the bright color. I've already hit it with bright, so I'm hitting it with real bright. And then I'm going to hit with medium bright. So it'll mix up to the right shade. And so if you notice, I'm leaving everything kind of stripy. I'm going to go back over. If you're wondering if I'm going to walk around like that, I'm not. I'm going to actually come back over all this with the blending kabuki brush. And I'm going to hit these spots that I really want to make sure get nice and bright. And I still will hit that with some... I gotta hit this too because this is a spot for me that doesn't tend to get concealed enough. Okay, there's that. Where's my kabuki? There it is. Okay, so I'm taking the kabuki brush again, the flat one that already has the foundation on it, and I'm just blending all that in. See, there it goes, it's disappearing. And I'm going in the direction of how I applied it so that I don't completely remove it. You know what I mean? I just want to blend it in. Now, mind you, this is something you can do to start your day with. If like tomorrow, you can actually even just wait to do this before you go out. If you go out in the evening, or if you have a couple parties, you can put this heavy makeup on. It seems heavy. It's really not that heavy. It seems heavy because I'm doing a lot of stages, but as a result, it's going to look really more natural. And I like to, and I noticed the other day, I looked at my video and I went, oh my God, I forgot to show them how to blend their ears in. I had left my ear bright, and I had used that darker moisturizing tinted moisturizer that I love. And I'm bringing all this down. You want to make sure everything gets blended out. Okay. And now I have powder still on my brush from when I did my makeup yesterday. So I'm actually just going to douse it on there real quick, because I don't want to have a lot of powder at this point. So there's that, and the concealer will be after I do the concealer, after I do the shadow, okay? So what I'm going to do then is, that's the skin smoother. I thought I had my, okay, so what I'm going to use, what I tend to use, if you've watched my videos, you see that I tend to use a cream eyeshadow, and I'm going to use it again this time for, it's like a shadow primer, and I'm going to just use my finger, and I'm going to go right here over the lid from the lash line to the crease, especially in the corner. I don't tend to come here as much. You can, depends on your eye shape. And see, I made a, you don't be afraid of making a mess. You can always clean up a mess. It's makeup, guys. It's not science. It's an art. So you can mess with it and play with it. Okay, now I'm going to do a smoky eye. And I'm going to use my gray and neutral palettes. So these are the colors I'm using. And then I'm going to grab my, I don't have my favorite brush, which is a pointy, stiff brush, and it's wonderful for this. It's actually made for this, but I've got it in the other room, and I'll show that to you when I do my New Year's Eve makeup. But I'm grabbing my angle brush. Let's see, let's get a good angle brush, see, and I'm going to take the darker gray, and I'm going to go along the lash line. Okay, let's see if I can do this without covering the lens. And I'm literally going to just hit this lash line to start the soft smokiness, day smoky look that you can build on if you decide that you need to do your makeup again later. You just go in this little corner here. You can make it stronger throughout the lid, but that's when you're actually going out in the evening. And that's, I'm going to show you that when I do the New Year's Eve makeup. That's going to be a stronger look. This is more of a gentle smoky eye, and one of my little lashes went wonky. Okay, again, I'm just taking this, it's a shimmery type of a gray. Can you see it? Okay, yeah, you can. Okay, and see that cream, warm cream brown that I used on that taupe color is holding this on beautifully. So I'm literally just keeping it soft. If you notice, I keep going through and softening it up quite a bit. You don't, that's the trick with the smoky eyes. You want to soften it up. This one needs a little bit more through the crease. Okay, now I'm going to grab this brush, which is, it's a kind of an eyeliner brush. Excuse the frizz, it's going to be fixed later. Anyway, and it's flat, but it has a sort of a, it's flat with a wide but tiny thing there. And I'm going to use that same gray, and I'm going to just dip it in there like that, blow it off, and then hit that lash line. Again, guys, this is not a, this is kind of a day version of smoky eye. And again, I'm going to be putting my concealer on after this. And when you want to, if you want to get, hey Alex,